I got married to an Army officer, and we traveled all over the country with our 2 kids. We had 6 moves in 12 years. And in that entire time, we were always renters. So we were good renters, but we were constantly in somebody else's house, spending our money to make somebody else's house pretty. And in that time, throughout all the houses that we lived in, I started getting ideas of, what I wanted in my own house someday. And thankfully, our last of the 6 moves landed us in a town an hour from where we grew up called Manhattan, Kansas, also known as the Little Apple. It's pretty much like the Big Apple minus about 1.5 million people. We do a ball drop, and it's pretty cool. It's got Aggieville. It's pretty fun. And historic downtown. But after we moved to Manhattan, my husband and I got divorced. And that is really where my home buying journey began. After spending 12 years moving all over the country and being a renter, I finally got my chance to be a first-time home buyer. Okay. Bless you.
Okay, resume.
Okay. Being a first-time home buyer was new to me, but not to Veronica, which is another reason why I picked her to be my touring partner / friend / sister.
Aww.
My muscles are still bigger. And throughout traveling around, and I started thinking of these ideas of what I wanted in my own house, I kind of came up with what I have always wanted in a home, and that is the bungalow type of architecture. Older, still with some character, not brand new. I didn't want brand new. I wanted something that had been lived in. I didn't want, even though it's really popular right now, the open floor plan. I wanted a little bit of distinction in where my rooms were, especially the living room and the kitchen. The bungalow type also has one of my favorite aspects of a house, and that's wood flooring, the real wood flooring. I don't want any of that fake LVP. And it also just kind of represented a little bit of what I grew up in. Even though we didn't grow up in a bungalow, we grew up in a house that was older, and it had distinct living spaces. Right now it has hardwood floors. The one thing about the bungalow type that kind of freaks me